Welcome back, Slow English Podcast, a channel that shares knowledge for holistic personal development through meaningful books. I would like to share with you a very precious book. This book is titled, The Power of the Heart That Shapes the Life You Desire. This is the final masterpiece, a condensed work that gathers business philosophy and life wisdom from more than 80 years of the life of the Japanese business king, a master of life philosophy, Inamori Kazuo. When mentioning Inamori Kazuo, I believe many book lovers are already very familiar with him. This legendary Japanese entrepreneur has left us many extremely valuable books worth contemplating deeply, such as The Way of Living, Inamori Kazuo's Philosophy, and Challenge from Zero. But today, the first book in the series of his works that I chose to share with you is also the last book of his life. This book was written when he was nearly 90 years old. Within just 1 year, it was translated into 15 languages and ranked among global bestsellers. In this book, Inamori Kazuo distilled his life experience into a single word: the heart. With more than 80 years of experience as a person who lived a successful, happy, and wise life, he told us that everything begins with the heart, and everything ends with the heart. Everything you encounter in this life is attracted by your heart. When you cultivate, refine, and elevate your heart, you will obtain the life you truly desire. And now, I would like to share with you the core insights I distilled after reading this book. The foundation of lasting success. Connecting with the heart of the universe. What is the foundation of lasting success? First, it is the ability to connect with the heart of the universe. Inamori Kazuo, a man who came from a humble background, began his life journey with empty hands. At the age of 27, he founded Kyoto Ceramic Company Limited, which later became Kyocera. At the age of 52, he established his second company, now known as KDDI, a telecommunications giant in Japan. Both of these companies developed and grew to become Fortune Global 500 enterprises. Not only that, at the age of 78, he accepted the position of chairman of Japan Airlines. At that time, the airline was on the brink of bankruptcy, burdened with massive debt. Yet within just 1 year, he revived the company and created profits higher than any in its history. So why was Inamori Kazuo able to achieve such remarkable success across different fields? What was the fundamental principle behind his success? Surprisingly, these miracles were not created by status or wealth, nor by complex business strategies. They came from a very simple personal belief. All success originates from a selfless heart. What is a selfless heart? Simply put, it means always thinking of others first. From that mindset, naturally arise benevolent actions for others. A selfless heart is a heart that uses the most sincere, pure, and compassionate intentions toward people. Actions driven by selflessness have a much higher probability of success. Sometimes, they even create outcomes far beyond expectations. Inamori Kazuo pointed out that if you begin your career by placing the interests of others above your own, everything will gradually develop in a positive direction. your destiny will begin to shift even before you realize it. Before starting any task, Inamori Kazuo always asked himself, is this an action guided by selflessness? He believed that any action arising from goodwill and sincere concern for others would inevitably lead to a good result, without exception. A representative example is his decision to accept the role of chairman of Japan Airlines. This decision was born entirely from his selfless heart. At that time, the airline was facing collapse. Initially, Inamori Kazuo declined many times, as he was already advanced in age and had no background in the aviation industry. However, after deep reflection, he realized that rebuilding Japan Airlines carried three crucial meanings. First, it was for social stability and the reconstruction of Japan's economy. If the airline went bankrupt, the negative impact on the national economy would be severe. But if the reconstruction succeeded, it could restore public confidence. Second, it was to protect the livelihoods of 32,000 employees. If the effort failed, countless people would lose their jobs. But if it succeeded, more than 30,000 families would be protected. Third, it was for the convenience of the public. If Japan Airlines collapsed, only one major airline would remain, leading to higher fares and lower service quality, which would harm citizens. As Confucius once said, "To see what is right and not do it is cowardice." This was precisely the heart of Inamori Kazuo. It gave him the courage and determination to accept the position amid widespread pessimism. And it was exactly because of this selfless heart that he pushed forward reforms with unwavering strength. Within just 1 year, Japan Airlines was successfully revived. At this point, you might think, this principle sounds familiar. Living for others' benefit is easy to say, but extremely hard to practice. If you feel this way, then you need to understand the deeper reasoning behind Inamori Kazuo's belief. And to strengthen your confidence in this philosophy, we must go deeper. True self, selflessness, and the law of the universe. Inamori Kazuo believed that deep within every human heart there exists something called the soul. And even deeper, at the very core, lies the true self. The true self is the real person within us, the essence of who we are. It is the purest and most beautiful part of the human heart. So how can we reach our true self? The answer is simple. By living with a selfless heart. You need to understand that this true self is also the heart of the universe, the source that gives rise to all creation. All religions believe that everything in this world shares one common existence, the heart of the universe. The only difference is that we and all things appear in countless forms, each existing in its own separate shape. But in essence, everything and everyone are one. Therefore, when you reach your true self at the deepest level of your heart, you also reach the heart of the universe. At that moment, you touch the root of all things and discover the meaning of life. In other words, when you possess a kind and selfless heart, the deepest part of your being connects with the universe. And the universe itself has a will that continuously drives all things to evolve, to grow, and to move toward goodness and happiness. Thus, when we hold a noble and selfless heart, we resonate with the heart of the universe. As a result, everything in our lives naturally begins to unfold in a better direction. Inamori Kazuo believed that those who understand this truth also understand the meaning of being human and why we are born into this world. In today's society, many people live only to satisfy personal desires. They obsessively pursue material wealth, status, and power. But that, he said, is not the purpose of life. Standing at a height that many admire and long to reach, Inamori Kazuo told us that the true purpose of life is to polish the heart and dedicate oneself to others. He did not say this because he had already achieved wealth and fame. He said it because from beginning to end, he lived with a heart for others. And that is precisely why he attained those things. This is the law of the universe. The more you give, the more you receive. When you know how to give and live selflessly, you receive warmth, fulfillment, and increasing success in your career. Selflessness may seem like yielding the path to others, but in truth, it is building a bridge for yourself. When you give roses to others, their fragrance remains on your hands. A selfless heart attracts blessings and true abundance into your life. Therefore, continuously cultivate and elevate your heart. Live by giving. Live for others. When you devote yourself to society, you will receive the true value of your own life. Never give up. The burning, fighting spirit. Of course, having a heart for others alone is not enough. Inamori Kazuo believed that to achieve lasting success, one must also possess unwavering willpower and passionate determination to carry out one's purpose at all costs. He called this the burning, fighting spirit. Inamori Kazuo believed that the difference between successful people and those who fail is often very small. That difference lies in one single thought. When you face unprecedented difficulty, do you truly believe that you can do it? When Kyocera was first established, it was only a small factory. Gradually, it attracted attention from both domestic and international markets and began to grow rapidly. But during this process, the company entered a 3-year period of intense hardship. The first major challenge came when Kyocera received a large order from IBM. IBM required that Kyocera's products reach a quality standard 10 times higher than what they had achieved so far. At that time, Kyocera did not even possess the equipment necessary to produce such products. Completing this order was, in reality, an almost impossible mission. Yet when facing this enormous challenge, Inamori Kazuo declared, "No matter what, we must succeed." Because he understood that if this order could be completed, the company's technical capabilities would be elevated, and Kyocera would step onto the global stage. From that day on, he lived at the factory, ate with the workers, personally supervised every step of the production process. After each workday, Inamori Kazuo escorted employees out, thanking them for their hard work. Then he returned to his office and continued working until early morning. After 7 months of relentless struggle, countless experiments, and repeated failures, Kyocera's products finally met the required standards. The factory then operated around the clock, 24 hours a day, to deliver large quantities within the deadline. This success instilled immense confidence and momentum into Kyocera. From that point on, through continuous research and development, the company launched new products, and nearly all projects succeeded. Someone once asked Inamori Kazuo, "How are you able to achieve success again and again?" He answered with only one sentence: "Never give up." Gratitude, humility, and diligence, the foundations of a happy life. Next, we will explore the 3 foundations for building a happy life that Inamori Kazuo pointed out in this book. They are gratitude, humility, and diligence. First of all, no matter what happens, whether good or bad, we must give thanks. No matter how smooth our lives may be, good circumstances will never last forever. Inamori Kazuo advised that we should never become immersed in victory or comfort and forget to express gratitude to those who have helped us. Many people know to say thank you when receiving help, but being able to say thank you even when facing hardship is something not everyone can do. For Inamori Kazuo, harsh circumstances are opportunities to temper the mind and refine the soul. Moreover, being grateful even in times of disaster can help eliminate karmic burdens. On this point, Inamori Kazuo shared a story. During the development of his career, he once stumbled badly. His life mentor, the monk Nishikata Tanji, gave him invaluable guidance. After Inamori Kazuo founded Kyocera, the company produced artificial knee joints. Doctors unanimously agreed that Kyocera's products had no technical issues and urged the company to release them to market quickly. Under pressure from the medical community, Kyocera began production before receiving official approval. As a result, major newspapers and magazines reported that Kyocera was selling artificial knee joints without authorization from the Ministry of Health. The incident caused a massive public backlash. Both Kyocera and Inamori Kazuo himself were severely criticized. He did not defend himself. Instead, he repeatedly stepped forward to admit fault and apologize. But as the incident dragged on, his physical and mental strength were completely exhausted. So he went to the temple to seek advice from the monk. They sat facing each other. The monk calmly brewed tea, listened carefully to the whole story, and then said to Inamori Kazuo, "This is wonderful. When disaster strikes, it is the moment past karmic burdens are being erased. Enduring this helps cleanse past wrongs. It should be celebrated." Here, the term karma refers to a concept in Buddhism. It includes all actions, words, thoughts, and activities of a person. Karma can be divided into good karma, bad karma, and neutral karma. Simply put, karma falls into 3 categories: positive, negative, and neutral. Returning to Inamori Kazuo's story, upon hearing the monk's words, he experienced sudden enlightenment. He accepted criticism and blame as a form of sincere repentance. Only true repentance, he realized, can cleanse karmic burdens. Human beings cannot live without suffering. At such times, we must not become discouraged or fall into despair. As the monk said, when failure and hardship arrive, they are moments when past karmic debts are being resolved. So why not welcome them with joy? Thank even the bad things, even the hardships. Naturally, you will take one more step forward. This, he said, is the secret of secrets, for overcoming life's difficult journey. Alongside gratitude, the second foundation for a happy life is humility. Inamori Kazuo said, "Humility is a protective charm. With a humble heart, you can avoid disaster. It is as if you are wearing a layer of protection over your life." Human beings easily become complacent. When careers progress smoothly, or when we become slightly better than others and receive praise, our hearts are easily shaken. Our ego can soar like a kite out of control. If we allow this to continue, we may unknowingly become arrogant and domineering. Life, as a result, can drift off course. In the book, Inamori Kazuo reminds us that what we consider to be ours, our body, mind, thoughts, emotions, money, status, abilities, and reputation, are actually only things temporarily given to us. Therefore, the belief that all of this success is mine alone is unfounded. If we truly understand this and remind ourselves often, arrogance disappears and our hearts fill with humility and gratitude. Finally, the third foundation for a happy life is diligence. After understanding that we must live and work with an altruistic heart, be grateful and humble, and fight difficulties with a spirit that never gives up, what remains to keep us steady and build a lasting, happy, and successful life is diligence. Carry this belief with you. Work earnestly and consistently. Through steady effort, you will soon obtain what you truly seek. These are the solid principles for lasting success and happiness presented in this book. The book contains many other profound philosophies from Inamori Kazuo. I sincerely encourage you to read the entire book and draw your own insights. And here is one realization I personally gained after reading The Power of the Mind, a central idea that runs through the entire book and serves as Inamori Kazuo's message to us all. Inamori Kazuo believed that everything that happens in life is shaped and attracted by our own mind. In the book, he wrote, "All misfortune in life has no other cause than the mind itself that attracts it. A mind that continuously releases complaints will continuously attract misfortune. Complaining is a kind of poison. The more you complain, the worse your situation becomes. When you stop spreading negative energy and adjust your inner state, you will begin to see a ray of light within the fog." In life, many of us constantly complain when facing hardship or anything that does not go our way. As a result, the more you fear something, the more likely it is to happen. The more you try to avoid something, the more directly you run into it. As one artist once said, "People are easily hypnotized by what they repeatedly say." The complaints you keep repeating eventually become your life itself. You must remember one thing. The people and things you dislike are all attracted by you. When you work to change your mindset and step out of negative energy, good fortune will naturally appear in your life. So how do we escape negative energy? By living in a positive field. Inamori Kazuo was known as the man who carried the sun, because no matter what happened, there was always a radiant smile on his face. He believed that as long as you maintain a positive and optimistic attitude, even the worst situations can turn favorable. When Inamori Kazuo was young, his father and grandmother both died of tuberculosis. People even called his family the tuberculosis family. As a child, he constantly feared that he too would die from the disease, and indeed what he feared eventually happened. He contracted tuberculosis. His body was weak, his spirit exhausted, and nothing seemed to go well. At that time, a neighbor gave him a book titled The Truth of Life. The book said, "Inside every person there is a magnet. It attracts what you think." Any hardship or disaster can arise because the mind attracts it. Nothing comes to us unless we ourselves invite it. At that moment, his heart suddenly became clear. He stopped feeling discouraged each day and began studying diligently, doing his best to prepare for entrance exams after having transferred schools twice. Later, during the war, there was an air raid in his area. Many people panicked and fled in fear, but Inamori Kazuo did not run away. He stayed behind to help the sick and the weak. And then, something miraculous happened. After the war, his tuberculosis healed on its own. At the same time, he successfully passed his examinations. As he later wrote in the book, "The power of the heart can create countless unbelievable phenomena." This is the famous law of the mental field. Although we cannot see the field around us with our naked eyes, it silently influences every aspect of our lives. If you view the world pessimistically and believe everything is terrible, you will eventually become unlucky and fall into life's chaos. On the contrary, optimistic people can remain calm in the face of change. Even in dangerous situations, they can focus, identify the root cause, and ultimately turn things around. You must understand, luck cannot be obtained by chasing it. It must be attracted by a positive and optimistic heart. When you smile, life responds with its greatest kindness. In the final lines of the book, Inamori Kazuo wrote, "Everything in life begins with the mind and ends with the mind." His life passed through war, illness, poverty, and business crises, yet no danger and no hardship could defeat him, because he always maintained right mindfulness. He did not fear, he did not complain, and he continued moving forward to achieve great accomplishments, help others, and live a wise, happy life. For both businesses and individuals, more important than clever strategies or advanced techniques is the cultivation of the mind. That is the true foundation. May we all remember the teachings of the great philosopher Inamori Kazuo. Please remember, everything that happens in your life is a reflection of your mind. No matter whether it is good or bad, be grateful, remain humble, work diligently, cultivate a selfless heart. When you feel that you can no longer go on, that is the moment you truly begin. No matter what, fight to the end and never give up. In the end, everything begins with the mind and ends with the mind. This is where today's sharing ends. Thank you for listening. If you found this video helpful, please share it with those who need it. Support present by liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications to receive future content. Once again, thank you very much, and see you in the next episode.